It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Brock Purdy. He's not afraid to throw it. Second in the NFL in touchdowns. It's the 49ers and the Rams. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild, first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you said, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October,
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think two things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to...
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Aaron Banks played his college ball at Notre Dame. Guilty there. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Tre'Davious White. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick 6. A touchdown for the defense. That is a brutal way to start the game. You're thinking opening drive touchdown. Instead, that 3rd down pick turns into 6, Greg.
Yeah, Mike, and every offense all week works on that opening drive. It's such a critical way to get their players and get their offense settled into this game. And as you said, disastrous start, not only turning the ball over, but allowing the defense to capitalize and take it all the way back the other way.
The score, Rams 7, 49ers nothing.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They are obviously still smarting from that pick 6 a moment ago. Quick 7-0 hole. Try to start digging out now with 1st and 10. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive linemen had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
So on fourth down, the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, out to punt as he's standing right around his own goal line. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback from the University of Pittsburgh. It's Kenny Pickett.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the number one goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
That is brought in. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. First carry here for Kyron Williams. And he'll take this down to the 28-yard line. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Williams. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. They'll go with Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Pickett. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this is going to remain a one-possession game. That's the danger. They try to sell out and block it. Instead, get the roughing call, and it results in a first down. Now it's Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. From the gun is Pickett. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Niners offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you can't protect the quarterback in the NFL, you might as well just throw your entire playbook in the garbage. Everything starts there. And with the amount this quarterback's been hit and taken down here in the first quarter, are we confident that we're going to be able to even see him in the game come the second? Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3-and-out.
And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The Rams offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. This pass is caught by Greg Dortch, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. A give, and here comes Williams. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of down.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Back to throw is Pickett. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The 49ers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll begin here on the ground. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's going to be taken down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
A 1st down throw for Purdy. The connection made to Ayuk. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake-filled first half continues. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. There's Evans, he's got it.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now, as he is on to punt it away for San Francisco. That's taken at about the 14, and he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw, Pickett. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. Two different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get...
The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll run it with Williams. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple of guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
Punt team headed out for the Rams, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Perhaps he didn't get all of it. Fair catch is taken right around midfield. The 49ers offense ready for this next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment defense. Still second down.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
I could go on and on about the offensive line breakdowns with this pass protection, and it's been flat out brutal. But let's give some credit to the other side of the ball. They came in not only motivated to make a statement, but with a great game plan, and so far they've executed it to a T.
Here's their punter now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. And the drive begins with a run by Williams. Hard running there. He'll get this only to about the 13. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 13-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. The Rams out to the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
5 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, it's Jones. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
Holding offense.
Here's Ethan Evans now, as he is on to punt for the Rams. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Niners offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll look over the middle and find his running back.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
Purdy now on 2nd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Returnable from the 17. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Now whistles and a timeout. On play action, it's Jones. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here's a 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Jones. Look wide, get this one complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Jones to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
49ers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. They look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he'll take this up to the 30. A pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
A tight end in motion now. Play action. Here's Purdy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 88.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
At their own 26-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. The motion man is Nakua. On 1st and 10, here's Jones.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Automatic first down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. The motion man is Nakua. Here's a handoff to Corum. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding offense.
Here's Jones. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 3rd and long. Jones to the air again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Niners offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment defense. Still second down.
Off the RPO, this is out to Evans. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. The Rams have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
On 1st down, Jones. That one incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, just ends up being a wasted down.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd.
Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
The Niners offense and their running back set to go once more. And before this drive gets going, why don't we take a look at some of the leading contenders in the race to see who might take home the award as the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Now after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. Taking on defenders, plowing forward. A pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing now is Jones. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st down, Rams.
Now Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Again, they'll throw with Jones. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Rams will open up a 13-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
42-yard line.
Purdy gonna give this to Garendo. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. They face 2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Finding space inside the 40. And it will finally be brought down at the Niners' 24-yard line. It's a big one right there. 31 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Second and 11.
At the Rams' 25-yard line.
Purdy works out of the pistol. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, it's Purdy. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. Yeah! And he's into the end zone. Isaac Guerrero. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Jones. That's caught into space. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Rams. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. There's Evans, he's got it. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. To throw, Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen here, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 3rd and 5. Again in the air for Purdy. That's caught. It's Evans. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. Purdy gonna put it up again. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. They need 2. Here's Purdy. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Purdy again. That's taken in by Jennings. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This a 46-yard attempt. Moody's kick is good. And the 49ers will cut into that lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. So we're at halftime, and it's the visitors, the Rams, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, where you see the final score there. Ken Walker, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. From there, we head east to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Najee Harris, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Nick Chubb, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Puka Nacua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. They'll start this on the ground with Corum. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Corum. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Once again, it's Corum. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to third down. From the shotgun, here's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency?
And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, 49ers. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun is Pickett. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws...
In trouble, and down he goes. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Jones. They'll set up the screen here to Corum. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Rams punting unit coming out. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. To throw on 1st down is Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Purdy. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. To the outside, catch made by Evans. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Back to the air is Purdy. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. To throw once more, it's Purdy. He keeps it himself. Now, players shaken up after that play, and it's Brock Purdy who needs some assistance. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it through the air, connecting with Debo. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
The 49ers out to punt this one. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there.
Their own 47-yard line.
First and 10. On the ground, it's Corum to start the drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here comes Corum. It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Jair Brown on the tackle. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Throwing now is Jones. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. They're all set to punt this one away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll power it, push the pile forward. It's a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. Open man is Jennings. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, will take a timeout. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Here's a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
One of the tight ends motions right. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Complete to number 87.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make. So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Running forward is Quorum. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Quorum. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still 3rd down.
So now, after the penalty, a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Here's Jones to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
8-yard pickup.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Jones. This one caught by Parkinson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. From the gun, it's Jones. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Throw left side, pulled in by Evans. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Receiver in motion, headed left. It's first down, and they'll run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to
Neutral
jump?
zone infraction. Defense. Still second down.
Now they'll set up to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. A handoff. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Holding. Offense.
They'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play.
Gain of 12 brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
On the ground, it's Garendo. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now, faking the give. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. He is in. Touchdown, San Francisco. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I could promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. On 1st and 10, here's Jones. They'll set up the screen here to Coro. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Shotgun now for Jones. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Flags come in. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. They'll run it right, and here's Cora. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? The motion man is Nakua. A run out of the gun with Cora. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards. This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
So the 2 components to a scramble drill, Mike, is the quarterback has to buy time with his legs, and then all of the receivers need to second reaction and come open downfield late. And he bought time, but nobody was able to separate, and there's nowhere to go with the ball.
Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
The 49ers out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Their 49-yard line.
They'll go with Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Jones.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete, but as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to have a Rams first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. On play action, it's Jones. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. 3rd and long. Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, it's Cup. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Rams. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter. And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready to take over possession of the football. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one caught left side by Evans.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll drop to throw. Right back to Evans. He's got it again.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. He'll look to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
In what's clearly become a passing league, Mike, if you're not actively rushing the passer, you have to be able to hold up in coverage, and that's especially true at the linebacker position. Great job here getting in those passing lanes and being able to break up that ball.
Open man is Jennings. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first, so it'll bring up fourth down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. The Rams offense and Mac Jones heading back out onto the field. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. An injured player on that one, and it's Nick Bosa. Game stopped as they come to look at the outstanding defender. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. That is Leonard Floyd, the veteran who got to the quarterback. Here's Jones to throw. And this will be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The 49ers offense ready for this next possession. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Rams offense and Puka Nacua getting set for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
second and 5.
From the gun, it's Jones. He'll find his tight end in the middle of the field to Higbee. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. Injured player on the field, and that is Cooper Kupp. That is a player they cannot lose out of this lineup. The motion man is Nakua. On third down, here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. The faithful roaring here in Santa Clara. This is third down. Back to throw is Jones. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Finding space at the 40. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. We're about ready now for the punt. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The 49ers offense ready to get back to work. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
And 6 yards to go.
They'll look to throw. That's taken in by Jennings. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Rams offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Here's first down. Jones. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
To throw, it's Jones. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams will go up by 7.
49ers 27.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. Going to need a big play now, 3rd down and long. Back to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tre'Davious White.
You know, Mike, anytime you decide you're going to air it out, back up on your own goal line, the defense understands the risk. They understand the quarterback wants to get that ball out of his hand fast. They're going to take some chances, jump some routes, and they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6, and instead just resulting in that turnover.
The Rams offense ready to get back at it. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. They'll have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.